Today we're going to subtract mixed numbers. I'm going to start off by just subtracting two whole numbers just to kind of show you what my thought process is when subtracting mixed numbers. Right here, I'm going to do 4 minus 8. We know we can't do that because 4 is smaller than 8. So what I have to do is I have to borrow. I'm going to cross out the 3, make it a 2. So now I have two 10s, and I need to take a group of 10 and put it onto my 4, which is 14. 14 minus 8 would be 6. 2 minus 1 would be 1. That right there is my answer. I regrouped in this process. Same process here with subtracting mixed numbers. Now I know right off the bat 1/2 is smaller than 3/4, so I know I'm going to have to do some borrowing. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get going on that with this problem. So first step always with subtracting mixed numbers or adding mixed numbers is to find common denominators. I'm going to rename this. I'm going to multiply it by 2 over 2 to rename this as 2/4. And this right here is going to stay 3/4 because, hey, I don't have to rename that. I'm going to clear this up for a second. Now that I've renamed my fractions into common denominators, I can then subtract. 3/4 I cannot take away from 2/4, right? If I had 2 pencils, I could not give you 3 pencils. So we need to borrow from our whole number. In this case, we're going to borrow from our 4. We're going to cross the 4 out, and we're going to make it into a 3. I'm going to borrow 1 whole, okay? Because of that, it's going to look a little bit different with this. It's not going to look like a 1. It's going to look like 4 over 4. I borrowed a 1, but it looks like 4 over 4 because that is the same thing as 1. I'm going to add this together, and I'm going to get 6/4. I'm going to make sure when I'm doing all this, I'm not forgetting about my whole numbers. And then here, I'm going to rewrite this 3/4 over here just to have them lined up. Now, this is something I can do. I can do 6/4 minus 3/4. We all know it's going to be 3/4. And then 3, not 4, 3 minus 2 is going to be 1. And my final answer would be 1 3/4.